Hello folks, this one is really something here. This is involving the Twin Towers. Something new developed, and it's been here for about a couple of months. I just got around to doing this. But if you go back and look at the original Twin Towers, a whole debacle, what happened with it, the smoke, see them coming down and everything. Before they come down, now what you're going to see is a big antenna or some type of it. It looks like an antenna. I don't know what it is, but that's really what I'm going to call it, because that's really, I don't know what else to call it. It's a large antenna on top of it, and it's very large. You could see it from a great distance. In my reality, the Twin Towers never had this thing at all. But now, after searching all these movies and photos, I come across 3 different kinds. One that doesn't have anything, one that has that big antenna, and what you see here, just a couple of small things sticking out, and one on the other. So that's what we're dealing with here. But now the official record, the official history is it always did have it. But as we go through these photos of movies, you're going to see that that's not the case. You're going to be seeing it having in one picture, not in another, and only a year apart, less than a year. I mean, it's just crazy. So here we go. We're going to start out with a movie called The Hot Rock, and I screenshot. I made a screenshot on all of these from YouTube videos that showcased these things. I highly recommend them all. You go back and watch it. They're very good. If I would have done all of them, it would have taken me forever. But what you're going to see here is more than enough evidence. Okay, The Hot Rock, 1972. Bad angle, but there it is. A small antenna and 2, whatever this is. I don't even know what this is. Okay, now we move on, 1975. Nothing. And you're going to see maybe something here, something small. This is a movie called The French Connection, 2. Apparently they had 1 and 2, obviously, but you can see here there's nothing here. Nothing. There might be a small, tiny bit of a hint right in this area. But as far as I could see, there is nothing there. Here's the Sentinel. The Sentinel, 1977. Possibly a tiny bit, but no antenna. Here's another one from 1979. Going in Style. There it is. This is all the same movie, snapshot, one right after the other. You could see it starting to disappear. Gone, practically, and it's completely gone here. See, what's happening is the reality, there's changing realities, and when you've got something on film like this, that's what's going to happen. It's going to catch it. The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, 1974. There's absolutely nothing here. Nothing. Nothing on the top. Here's Harry and Tonto, 1974. It's very small, but you can see there's nothing in the background. Incidentally, I was going to try and put all these in order from the 70s all the way up to 2008. However, I found that to be too daunting of a task. So it's either do it this way or it seems like I'm never going to get it done. So, you'll see. Escape from New York, 1981. It's pretty interesting, isn't it, folks, that they would have the this little drawing. And if the Twin Towers always did have an antenna, why isn't it here? I mean, it just makes no sense whatsoever. Bonfire of the Vanities. You could see a small hint right here. But in the next scene, it's completely gone. Wolfen, 1981, it's clearly visible. The Toxic Avenger, 1985, clearly seen. Same movie, completely gone. There it is, show it again. Toxic Avenger, 1985. 1985, gone. Incidentally, there's another part in here where they're showing the Toxic Avenger was made in 1984. So that's pretty interesting. Something Wild, 1986. You can see a great shot of it there. That's what it looks like. It's got a black part, white, and then black, and then white up here again. Legal Eagles, 1986. There it is in full view. Legal Eagles. Again, there it is. The Dream Team, 1989. Fully visible. Escape from New York, 1981. Visible. The Pope of Greenwich Village. I don't recognize this because to me, this is fiction. I've never seen Greenwich in all of my life. You guys could see my previous video on this. But anyway, you can see a little bit of it sticking up here. Here's Escape from New York again. Here's the pole. You can see it. Ghostbusters 2, 1989. Not a trace. Nothing. Here's the Pope of Greenwich Village. I refuse to say Greenwich. That's because that's just, to me, that's just a complete total lie. There it is again. Nothing. Nothing. Something Wild, 1986. Nothing. When Harry Met Sally. Nothing. Small hint. There it is. Dreamscape, nothing. The Art of War, it's not there. Independence Day, 1996, there it is again. Independence Day, 1996. It's not there. There it is, nothing. And then it shows up later, I'll show you. Men in Black, 1997, it's there. Being John Malkovich, 1999, there it is in full view. The Basketball Diaries, 1995, nothing. City by the Sea, 2002, there it is. Chasing Amy, 1997. There it is. There it is. Deep Impact. There it is. Same movie. It shows up as absent and present in the same movie. Kiss Me Guido, 1997. A little bit of it. Half. Not even the pole, but it's a different one entirely. Now it's gone, completely gone. Back again. Buying the cow, 2002. There it is. Working Girl, 1988. Gone. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. That's the third shot. See? It popped up again. Wrong is Right, 1982. There it is. Man on Wire, 2008. There's a round structure here and a little thing sticking up and nothing on this one. Now we're talking 4 versions, possibly. See, there it is, the paper, 1994. There's the, what history now shows us, it's correct now. Ready to Rumble, the year 2000. Nothing. Not a thing. The Sunshine Boys, 1996. Not a trace. The Art of War, 2000. Nothing. Not a trace of anything. There's another shot, though, the Art of War, but here it is, in plain sight. Now, I want to add something here, okay? This is Hackers from 1995. Look at the great distance that they shot from here, from the Pan Am building. Look at how far this is, and the thing still showed up. Look. Now, for those people that want to say trick photography, I'm not messing with any of this. This is, you can go for yourself and check all of this out, and you're going to find the same thing. Okay? You know, I don't want to hear any of these excuses about, believe me, I know them all. Clouds, you Photoshop, all this other stuff, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to, it's just, it's nonsense, okay? It's happening. It's happening. There's a big shot of it right there. This is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, 1992. 29th Street, 1991. There it is. To be honest with you, from here, it looks like it's fading in and out of existence. I've looked at this closely. The Toxic Avenger, 1984. Here's a couple of shots of it. As you can see, it's nowhere to be seen. Not a hint of anything on top of those trade centers. This is what I remember. But there it is again. Okay, pops in and out of existence. This is the Pope of Greenwich Village, 1984. Nothing, not a sign of anything. Toxic Avenger, Part 2, 1989. Not a. Might be a small, tiny hint of it there, but there it's definitely there. Now it's gone. Completely. Completely gone. Men in Black, 1997. There it is. Moonstruck with Cher. There it is in full view. Deep Impact from 1998. Not an antenna, pole, whatever you want to call it, nothing in sight. There it is again, but it pops up now. New York Stories, 1989. There it is. An Autumn Tale, 1998. There it is. Superman 2. Here we go on all the way back to 1980. And there it is. Not only is it there, but it looks a little different. So now we're talking possibly 5 different realities. Okay? No, nothing there. This is a movie called Romeo's Bleed, 1993. This is a movie called The Bronx Warriors. And as you could plainly see, it is completely and totally gone. Cat's Eye, 1985. There it is. The Corruptor, 1999. It's back. Dolores Claiborne, 1995. It's back in there. Eddie, 1996. Nothing. Entropy, 1999. There it is in the back. Again, what I want to stress here, this is not, look, you got the sun coming through here. When it used to be yellow, now it's completely white. I don't want to get into why, but I know why. This right here, you could see it. It's plain. And look how, that's with the sun shining on it. And it's pretty far, and it still shows up. So there's no mistake, okay, about focusing and all of that jazz. Because that's just not going to, I don't know what happened here. This is a picture of, oh, well, you know what, now that I'm here, I'll include it. It's not about the video, but there's people that remember Big Ben only having one face. And as you can see, it does. Now it's got a clock on all 4 sides. Yeah, something I found. Looks like it's a real picture. I haven't heard anybody said it was photoshopped. And believe me, folks, if something's fake, there's somebody that's going to come out right away. I've seen it over and over. If it is, boy, they'll come out right away and show you. And I haven't seen it. I think those were all the ones that I had. I think I've gone through them all. But here's some other pictures I got off the internet of the trade centers. Here's a clearer shot of the Pope of Greenwich Village. This one's very clear. Not that the other ones weren't, but you could see there's nothing, you know? Nothing. It's gone. But it's back. This is the same movie. See? Look at that. I'll blow it up even. Boom. There it is. So we're right back where I started. As you can see, this is incredible. It really is. You could see by the years I showed you. Some instances, it's even in the same movie. It pops in and out. History now shows it's always been there. There's no reason, folks, for Hollywood to edit out that antenna or any of the others. There's no reason whatsoever, okay? This is solid proof that this is happening all around us, okay? There's no doubt in my mind. The reason people, I guess, can't face it is because they just don't believe that humans have this kind of technology that can take something on a molecular level and make it disappear. Some people just refuse to believe that. But if you go ask a physicist, they'll tell you that it is possible. It's been done already. They're not going to tell you the details because they'll lose their funding. A lot of these people work for universities. But they actually show us in movies. They tell us, but they fictionalize it. That movie Timeline, the beginning of it, I have a clip of it in my on my channel. I believe all that exists. It has to. I mean, when you hear reports, at first I was a little surprised, and I said, man, this is really incredible. I believe it, but I said, man, it's so difficult to believe. There were reports of people seeing entire buildings just appearing and out of nowhere. They have no recollection of it, things like that. But when it happens to you, then you really recognize it. You know, until it happens to you, you're really not going to see it. Just like my video that I made at Thanksgiving this past year. I mean, 3 days later, I mean, O'Reilly, it was always O'Reilly over here, now it just changed to Firestone. And I know it was O'Reilly. For a fact, you know, I mean, I remember, I mean, you don't pass something for years, and just, I mean, it's just incredible. You know, this is really happening. They don't want you to know because they have nefarious purposes for doing this. They're not going to tell you. You're not going to hear this on the news. Of course not. Because it's all controlled by them. You're not going to hear one day on CBS News, hey, guess what, folks? We can make our entire reality of things appear and disappear. We can change names. We can make change the past. We can make things different. They're not going to tell you that. Actually, really, there's enough evidence here to file a class action lawsuit worldwide against CERN and D-Wave. Really. Because there's enough evidence to I mean, it's incredible. I don't know the analogy to use, but it's incredible, the amount of evidence. I mean, solid evidence, too. I mean, just that book alone, 4 Days, written in 1964 about the John F. Kennedy assassination, okay? To me, that's the Holy Grail of proof of changing dimensions. Because that's a book, you could see it's real, you could smell it's real, it's got surface pitting. You could see on that page 21, you can definitely see beyond a shadow of any doubt the 4-seater and the 6. There is no way to debunk that book. And if you do, you're going to look like a fool. And I've seen it happen over and over. But yet, people are going to continue to deny this is happening. And that is really beyond me. It really is. But as you can see, this is another, probably one of the biggest pieces of evidence. Because I'll tell you this much. If that book exists from '64, there's some books out there. I don't think, I know there is somewhere in this world. There's a book from the year 2000, not the year 2000, after, 2003, 4, 5, and up, somewhere where they show the Twin Towers before they were crashed into, and it's got no pole or antenna. If I do, I'll find it. If I find it, I will post it. But I hope this inspires a lot of you to go looking for it. And if you do, then, well, I tell you, God bless you, because that's just builds this case more and more. So that's it for my little rant. You guys have a good evening or a good morning, whenever you're going to be viewing this. And until next time, I'll be seeing you. And remember, stay sane.